Hello Year 5 and 6 and welcome to Thursday's handwriting lesson. If you would just like to go and write today's date and title for me and come back, and then we should get started. So we're carrying on with our prefixes this week. So the first prefix we're going to look at is inter, and inter means between or among. So I'm just going to write that. So we're going to start on the line, our little I, little N, remembering our stick, tall for our T, little e, diagonal line for our R, inter, cross my T and dot my I. And now I'm going to just write at the side of it the meaning so that we don't forget. So it means between, tall for our B, little e, tall for our T. Remember the points on that W need to be at the same height, which is halfway. Double E, and our little stick for our N, which is between, or, just come up here. So we've got our little O across and down for our R, or among, all lowercase letters, diagonal line for our M, remembering to touch the line with all the points, curly curve for our O, join at the top, down, curly curve for our G, down and back up. So if you would just like to go and write that and then pop back. So our first word is international, which means being between or across the nations. So international, so it's between or across the nations. We're going to start on the line, our little I, little N, little T, little E, and our R, so that's our inter, and now we want national. So down for the stick on our N, curly cut for our A, tall T, diagonal and down for our little I, international, there's a little N, little A, and a tall L, international. That's it. So if you would like to go and practice that a few times and then pop back, we will look at the next word. So our next word is intercity, and that's travelling between cities. So we're going to start with the prefix inter, little I, diagonal for our N, tall T, inter, just the E and the R make the O sound. So intercity. So curly K, joined from the R, little I, tall T, and then a Y sat on the line. Intercity. There you go. If you just want to go and practice that a couple of times for me. Now, the next prefix we're going to look at is sub, which means under or below. So we'll just write that to remind us, a little S, little U, up tall for our B. So sub, and it means under, it's a little U, diagonal for our N, curly cut for our D, little E, with a stick on our R. So it means under or below. So up tall for our B, little E, up tall for our L, little O, across, down for our W, making sure that all the points are at the same height. So under or below. So if you would just like to go and write that and then come back, we can look at our first word. So our first word is subheading, and that's the title that comes below the main title. So subheading. is under the main title. So we're going to start with our prefix sub. That's S, U, up for our B. So we've got sub, and now we need heading. So that's a tall H, little E, little A, curly cap for our D, sub, head, and then we need the ing. Diagonal and down for our I, diagonal and down for our N, curly cap for our G. Sub, heading. So if you would like to go and have a go at writing that a couple of times and then pop back. And our next word is submarine. So submarine is a boat that goes under the water. So it is below the water, under the water. So we're going to start on the line. So we've got our little S, our little U, tall for our B, sub, little M, little A, diagonal down for our R, submarine, which is little I, diagonal for our N, and our E, submarine. So if you would like to practice that a couple of times and then come back. And our last prefix is re. Little R, little E. And that means again or back. We're just going to write the meaning at the side of that. So that means again. And the letters are the same size. All sat on the line. Again. My shadow's getting in the way. Again. Or tall for my B. The K for my A. I say tall stick for the K. Remembering we only go back up as high as lowercase letters. So that's again or back. And the first word we're going to look at is redecorate. So if you decorate something and you do it again, you are redecorating. So redecorate. A little R, little E, curly cut for my D, the deck, helps to sound them out sometimes, deck, or 8, deck, or 8, redecorate. That's right. So if you would like to practice that a couple of times. And the last word for today is refresh. So I'm going to start with our little R, our little E, up tall but not quite the top, to the top for our R, little R, little E, S, up tall, that's H, and we've got refresh. Sometimes when you're on the computer, you have to refresh it to bring it back to where it was originally. So refresh. So if you'd like to go and practice them a few times. Now remember, there's no spelling test tomorrow. It will be on the first Monday back. Miss Hersey says she'll be doing a quiz, which will look at the rules as well as the spellings. So it'll be from the words from the half term. So look at the spellings that you've been doing, but also look at the rules. So good luck with the quiz on the Monday. Hope you enjoy it. And I shall speak to you soon. Bye.